Hello everyone, this is our developmental biology lecture series and for CSR NET exam. You all know that CSR NET exam application forms already released by the NTA. You can visit in the NTA website and fill the application form, right? Now, today, I will discuss how dorsoventral axis or pattern formation occurs in Drosophila embryo. All know that already we have discussed in previous lectures how anterior-posterior axis formation occurs in Drosophila, how bicoid nanos genes are involved, and then we have also seen in the segmentation how segmentation occurs in Drosophila. And now, this lecture I will discuss how dorsoventral pattern forms in Drosophila. Now here, two major genes play important roles. One is the gherkin mRNA, another is the torpedo. These are two major one. So see that in dorsal formation, how dorsal axis form in Drosophila. In oocyte nucleus actually travel to the anterior dorsal side of the oocyte where it localizes gherkin mRNA. Gherkin messages are translated and gherkin is received by the torpedo protein during the mid-oogenesis. Now see that here you can see this is the oocyte at a follicle and these are follicle cells and these are the oocyte nucleus, and here you can see that these are the nucleus and these are the Gherkin mRNA. Gherkin mRNA is received by the torpedo receptor. These are torpedo receptor. Now Gherkin mRNA binds into the torpedo receptor. Now I for this binding inhibit the synthesis of pipe proteins. This binding inhibit the synthesis of pipe proteins, and this pipe protein actually made the embryo as dorsal side. Now you can see that here. So oocyte nucleus, now here see the Gherkin messages are translated and Gherkin is received by the torpedo protein during mid-oogenesis. Torpedo signal causes follicle cells to differentiate to a dorsal morphology. Means if the torpedo Gherkin receptor interaction occurs, this side become dorsal side. Synthesis of pipe is inhibited in dorsal follicle cells, and you can see that here the dorsal follicle cells, these are dorsal follicle cells, these are a pipe synthesis is inhibited by the interaction torpedo and Gherkin mRNA. This torpedo and Gherkin mRNA prevent the synthesis of synthesis of pipe proteins, and that's why they become this side become dorsal side. Now the next question, how ventral formation occurs. Now ventral side, how the ventral formation occurs. Now ventral side, see that Gherkin does not diffuse to ventral side. In ventral side what happened, the Gherkin is absent in the ventral side. Gherkin does not diffuse to the ventral side. Gherkin and torpedo receptor interaction does not occurs. Ventral follicle cell synthesize pipe. Now you can see that here in this the nucleus, no signal to the ventral side. Gherkin, no Gherkin mRNA in the ventral side. So synthesis of pipe here, because pipe here free, pipe can synthesize here because there is no interaction with torpedo and Gherkin. Now this side you can see, if we made a large view here, these are ventral follicle cells. Now these are Gherkin, these are, now these are the pipe proteins, these are pipe proteins, and pipe protein modifies the factor X, modified factor X. This is a factor X. Now see that the factor X and noodle interaction, this is a noodle protein, and the factor X interaction activates the gastrulation defective proteins, gastrulation defective. Now create a gastrulation defective to be active. Now gastrulation defective activate the snake it becomes, it's actually create a cleavage in the snake protein, then snake protein become active. Activated snake cleaves the ester, activated ester activate the spagel protein, and then spagel bind into the toll receptor, and then dorsal, it's in that way the interaction occurs and this side become dorsal. Now we can see that here the in ventral follicle cells pipe completes the modification of an unknown factor X. Now, noodle and factor X interact to split the gastrulation defective proteins. Noodle and factor X interact to split the gastrulation defective proteins, or GD. Activated gastrulation defective split the snake protein, and activate snake cleaves the ester protein. Activated ester protein split the spagel. Activated spagel bind to the stall-like receptor. You can see that here. Activated snake cleaves the ester protein. Ester protein become active. Is the active ester protein. Now, active ester cleaves the inactive spagel protein. This is a spagel protein become active. Now this is spagel protein. Activated spagel protein bind into this is a toll receptor. Now see here, activated GD split the snake protein, and activated snake cleave the ester protein. Activated ester protein split spagel. Activated spagel bind to the toll-like receptor protein. Toll activation activate tube and peli, which phosphorylates the cactus protein. Cactus is degraded and releasing it from dorsal side. Dorsal protein enters the nucleus and ventralize the cells. See that here. Now these are spagel plus spagel bind into the toll-like receptor. Now there is a this here you can see that this is a cactus and dorsal. So cactus here degraded. Now dorsal protein goes into the nucleus and ventralize the cells. Dorsal protein goes into the nucleus and ventralize the cells. So dorsal protein enter the nucleus and ventralize the cells. In that way, dorsoventral axis specification occurs. In summary, we can say that what's actually happening, if the Garkin mRNA present and Garkin and torpedo interaction occurs, this side become dorsal side. If there is no the Garkin and torpedo interaction, there is a synthesis of pipe proteins. Pipe proteins actually cause the modification of factor X. In that way, they activate some other intermediate proteins, bind it to the toll-like receptors, and then there is a dorsal and cactus. Cactus gets degraded, dorsal become active, dorsal protein goes into the nucleus and ventralize the cells. In that way, dorsoventral axis specification occurs in Drosophila embryo. Now we can see that the how germline chimera or somatic chimera experiment. In that way, there is a two observation is there. One is maternal deficiencies of either the Garkin or the torpedo gene cause the ventralization of the embryo. Garkin is active only in the oocyte. Garkin is active only in the oocyte, whereas torpedo is active only in the somatic follicle cells. Now you can see that this experiment is called germline chimera experiment or somatic chimera experiment. What's that actually? See that there is two. We know that pole cells. These are pole cells. Pole cells actually germ cells, precursor cells. Now embryo from wild type mothers, and these are embryo from mother deficient in torpedo gene. Now what's actually experiment is doing here? Now the pole cells is interchanging. Now here these are mutant embryo from mother deficient in torpedo gene, and these have a normal pole cells. These are wild type pole cells. Now here these are embryo wild type mother but deficient pole cell deficient with torpedo gene, torpedo deficient germline cells in a wild type female. Now here in that you can see that wild type germ cells in a torpedo deficient follicles leads to no dorsoventral axis, or entire embryo become ventrals. Now here you can see that torpedo deficient oocyte in wild type follicles, normal dorsoventral axis formation. Here just we are interchanging the pole cells. One pole cells, this have a the os follicle cytoplasm as it is deficient with torpedo, so it leads to ventral. All there is no dorsoventral axis specification, that is all become ventrals. Means torpedo deficiency in the somatic cells. Torpedo is active only in the somatic cells. If the torpedo is deficient in the follicle cells acts as somatic cells. And if the torpedo is deficient, then there is no dorsal formation, all the cells become ventral side, right? No dorsoventral axis specification and entire embryo become ventrals. Now you can see that here the embryo from the mother's deficient in torpedo gene. Now these are somatic cells which are deficient in torpedo gene, but in the germline cells, torpedo deficient germline, these are normal embryo from wild type mothers. There is no deficiency of torpedo deficiency. Here is the torpedo deficient germline cells in a wild type female. So torpedo deficient in oocyte in wild type follicles. So normal dorsoventral axis specification. So hope this make helpful. Thank you.